series of videos that I'm going to be doing is live streams called not Destiny 2, but not Warframe as well. So every time everyone is suggesting, oh, Destiny 2 is shutting down, go play Warframe. Well, you know what? First of all, I'm just going to say this. I like Warframe. Don't get me wrong. I like Warframe. But Warframe is not Destiny 2. Okay? And honestly, these games also are not. But you know what? Alternatives that aren't just Warframe as well. Okay? For example, some people are unhappy with the June announcements made by Warframe again, which I'm going to get into that a little bit because I got a couple things, realizations I've made since I was blocked by them 2 years ago and how much of a loser the person who did it. Hey, Mr. Dystopia, what's up? So, this is my new idea for videos / live streams. It's called, Destiny 2 replacements, not Warframe. So, Destiny 2 replacements that are not Warframe. Okay? Because a lot of people are still going, hey, come play Warframe. Join us in Warframe. All right. Let's have some other alternatives other than Warframe. Like I said, don't get me wrong. I like Warframe. Haven't played it in a couple weeks. I get a little turned off in June. But also, I like playing other stuff. So it's been a couple weeks. I'll go back eventually. Especially when they bring up the water gun event, which I wish they would bring some Corpus into that event. But like I said, the nice thing about Warframe is you can actually disappear for a while and then go back. It's not the end of the world. I need to still work on the Platinum Trophy for Kena Bridge of Spirits, which apparently me and Hypnotic seem to have a lot of games in common that we both like, because I'm always startled. He'll just mention some title that I thought no one had heard of, and he's like, he absolutely loves the game. So a while back he mentioned Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr, which I played a little of. Didn't think anybody had heard of it. Then he's like, he absolutely loved Cat Quest, which surprised me because he's not exactly someone you would expect. And I'm like, okay, well, I got the platinum for Cat Quest 1 and 2. He's mentioned Diablo 4, which I haven't gotten far in the new season, but he's mentioned that. He's mentioned Kena Bridge of Spirit. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, first off, there are some Warframe people, don't get me wrong, who are starting. Like, I saw one of my favorite Warframe creators make a video where it's like welcoming Destiny 2 players, like a beginner. That's me just trying to open multiple windows. So I saw a guy who's a well-known Warframe creator. I like him, so this isn't anything against him. Where he's like, beginner's guide for Destiny 2 players coming to Warframe. But it seems a little too soon. Like, just a little too soon for him to be starting that. So I thought, if you don't want to play Warframe, because I understand it, and I'm not one of those people online who loses my mind if somebody doesn't like a video game I like. It's just, I have to say, people online are batshit insane. Like, seriously, these people have serious problems. The first game I thought is Dead Zone Rogue, which I've been playing for a while now. Let's see, I can actually find out. I believe the way is to go here, I believe. Games. So I have played 34 hours so far of Dead Zone Rogue, and I just started it very recently. I have unlocked zones 1. I haven't finished zone 3 yet, but I have unlocked it. There's a 4th zone. It is a rogue. I believe they call it a roguelite. It's fun. Hey, yeah, I've been here. I don't live stream very often because I do a lot of stuff on the weekends. I had my brother's wedding yesterday, which was very cool. Honestly, I would rather just play video games. Live streaming and playing video games is a lot harder, and you don't get to play as much video game as if you're just playing by yourself. So, I just want to play video games. But I thought I'd start, like I said, I started a new series called, I got almost everything at max here, about games to play that are not Destiny 2, which I just gotta ask, what is gonna happen to the people who only play Destiny 2? Like, there are some really messed up people some not so messed up, but some of them on X who only play Destiny 2 and like are they gonna be okay? So first off, it's part of this. First off, to all the people who want alternatives to Destiny 2, let me introduce you to Dead Zone Rogue. This is not Warframe. It's a roguelite. It's fun. It's got a lot of weapons. It's got a really interesting story. I'm not going to really, unless you see stuff here, spoil it as much as I can. Because I got my mind blown at one point while I was playing it. Okay? It's a lot of fun. It is, got excellent shooting. It's got... Well, I'm going to play Destiny Rising. I haven't played it in a while, which is one of the reasons why I'm afraid to go back. I'm one of those people who procrastinates, and then when I procrastinate too much, then I become too reluctant to go back. So I'm like, okay, I want to go back to Destiny Rising, but I haven't been there in weeks. What if happens when I go back? What if all the people I friended? What about the clan I started that I probably got booted out of? I'm afraid to go back. I like Destiny Rising. I'll definitely be playing that. But there are some people who are batshit absolutely... Look... Excuse me. I have to keep reminding myself that these people are not the majority. Yes, it does. It actually does have co-op. Now, I haven't tried the co-op, and I am online, but there's a multiplayer menu. Okay? There is a multiplayer. I haven't tried it. I know there's co-op, and in fact, I am told, one of the reviews I heard, is that the co-op is even better because then you can combine elemental powers together and combine your work together. And work together, and it's actually a better game when you play with other people. I'm having a lot of fun playing it by myself. Like, so, like I said, this is for those Destiny 2. First off, let me just look. This week I managed to piss off the Marabots and the Bungie bros. Okay? The thing is, a lot of people are saying we want Destiny 3. And I'll say this, I think the majority of the people who I have seen say we want Destiny 3 don't want Bungie. Okay? I do not want Bungie making Destiny 3. Okay? Wait, I have never tried Dreams, but I've heard good things about it, and I need to. There's even like, okay. Maybe there's even like, okay, like, what is it, Horde sections as well? Horde modes as well. So, for example, Last Stand here is a Horde mode where enemies keep coming at you, and you can keep getting perks and changing and upgrading your weapons. Yes, Mimi. Why are you angry, woman? Don't look at me. So there are horde modes. There's different modes. Like, I just did one right over here in Zone 2. The one I just did. Where I got to use dual wielding, which was really, really cool. So this game is a lot of fun. Well, first off, first of all, if you watch Smash JT, now, first of all, let me just say this. I got vindicated 100%, all right? Smash JT had Marty O'Donnell on his channel, and I watched the whole YouTube. I'm a paid member of Smash JT because I usually can't watch his live streams because he starts very late for me. He's in California. I'm on the other side of the continent, so... yeah. Well, one of the things he brought up was a question of mine, which was Osiris and Saint 14, because that was never canon. Well, Marty O'Donnell, one of the founding members of Bungie, who was fired in 2014 because They wanted to steal his founder shares. Confirmed that Osiris in 17, he cast the actor to play Osiris. So to all the people screaming at me about it, no, Osiris and Saint 14 were never supposed to be a thing. It was some stupid guy's fan fiction. I hate what they did. Look, I get what you're saying. If they go back to how they were before. Do you really think they're going to go back to how they were before? Do you really think Bungie is going to go back to how they were before? Because I have my doubts at this point. So, you always start out with a pistol. I think, except a couple different modes. At one point, I was like, I just want all of you. At one point, because people are just, my God, people are nuts. First off, when Mylan, like, oh my God. That company, May, what are you doing? I really don't think Bungie is ever going to be, unless, the other question I have to ask is, people are like, okay, you could get gear. Which, yeah, watch me do terrible now. Do I mean, there's some really crazy people out there, who, no, I do not want that one. I do not want that one. I would rather get this than get that. Like, I don't think Bungie will go. Like, at one point I was like, I think Destiny 2 and Marathon should both shut down just to screw with all of these people, because some of them are seriously nuts. Like, just seriously insane. I get it. Like, so this game, like I said, it's got, I think it's got fast movement. It doesn't have special abilities like Destiny. But honestly, it's got loot. I mean, personally, you know what? I would love a Destiny single-player campaign. But the problem is they've destroyed the world of Destiny so much with their stupid, that I don't want anything in the world of Destiny anymore. I really don't. Like, I really don't want anything. I don't even want anything that takes place in the world of Destiny. After everything they did, I don't even want a game that takes place in that world. I hate the world that they changed, what they did to change the world of Destiny into. You, Mimi? Come here, Mimi. Come here, Mimi. Where you going, Mimi? Come here. Come here. There's this one ability I really love. Your weapon fires a smart rocket every 6 seconds, which is awesome. person just now, so I'm like, all right, you guys, Marathon. People are talking about Marathon going free to play, okay? The thing is, they're acting like the entire game will go free to play. First off, let me just say this. I don't think I've ever blocked or, no, muted more people in one day than, in 1 week than I did this week. I've blocked, well, not blocked really, just muted more people in this last week than I have in years. Because my God, these people aren't worth arguing with. I'll just give 1 or 2 quick responses. And then usually to make fun of them because it's usually very, very stupid responses. And then I will just mute them. Because I'm just not. I'm just not going to waste my time. It's not worth it. It's usually really dumb stuff. Like people who are like, oh, so when I tell them, like I made a post where I'm like, I'm warning you guys, you really are gullible to be trusting Bungie with Marathon. Like, oh, you mean we'll get 12 years and 12 years of content? I'm like, no. I mean, you're going to get like overly monetized and used as a pay pig until they shut the game down. You do not want to trust Bungie. I've gotten some of the dumbest responses from people. And I'm just not worth arguing with people. So and then, okay. The whole Warframe getting blocked. First off, apparently Digital Extremes' Warframe account is now mass blocking people. Like, one guy was like, I've never interacted with them either. And he was blocked, which was odd. I'm going to say this, okay? Because the more I thought about it, I'd forgotten that you have the ability to hide comments you don't like. All right? And all these people are defending Warframe's social media person. I'm going to say this, okay? That's your job. Okay? Your job is to have to deal with people that you don't like and opinions you don't like. And and unless the person goes like ridiculously egregious against you, and even then I would say more likely you need to mute them. Because people treat video game developers like they're your friends. Okay? And I'm going to say this. Digital Extremes isn't a small company. It's not an indie developer, okay? They are a very big studio. They're not an indie. They belong to okay? They belong to Tencent. Tencent owns Digital Extremes. People keep forgetting that. Tencent owns them. Okay? That means they're not some sweet little indie developer. Okay? That wants to be your friend. Okay? They're doing this because it makes them money. And the moment it stops making them money, Tencent's going to come on their butts and say, Nobody... And then like, the more I thought about it, I'm like, okay, retail people, salespeople, go through hell. They can't block you. They can't ban you or mute you or whatever the hell. They have to be polite and everything. Mimi? Mimi? Let me just, what was that? Hi. Hi, Mimi. Who bothered Mimi today? Who bothered Mimi? Who bothered Mimi? Hi. So this is an alternative, like I said, to Destiny 2. If you like a fun, fast-paced shooter with loot strange enemies, a weird sci-fi feel. This is it. It's actually pretty cool. The ship is actually very cool. There's some really weird places in this game. There's some really weird looking... There's more enemy variety, I would say. With weird abilities and stuff. I mean, that thing there, okay, that thing, what it does is, it blows up, after you kill it, it just puts these little turrets on the walls. Okay? Didn't see it there. Also, you can get little drones to follow you around. See, that was... Different element types, different melee weapons, different lore that shows up. Hey, Mimi? Yeah, you're such a cutie patootie. Right? You're such... I mean, just weird stuff. Like, that thing will pull you in. Like that. And then there's this other thing. Here we go. And honestly, I want to know more about this lore from this weird world. Like, all I know is, just, I don't want to spoil it is the thing, because it's weird. And it's not expensive. I think it's, I don't remember. I found it in my library of games. But I think it's like 20 or 30. Which, yep. That was smart of that thing, though. It's kind of... Makes it still cheaper than, I like this one better. It makes it cheaper than Marathon. It does make it cheaper than Marathon. Do I have a plasma weapon? No, I don't have a plasma weapon. I need a plasma weapon. The problem is, then you have stuff with, like, shields you gotta kill. Wait, what? Yo, what's up? I am playing games that are alternatives to Destiny 2 because I'm worried that people are going to lose their minds online without Destiny. I mean, most Destiny 2 players, I think, are perfectly fine. But there are some people that I've interacted with over the last week that I think might need serious help. That they might need an intervention without Destiny 2. Like, there are people whose entire personality is Destiny 2. And it's making me wonder. Well, a part of me kind of is enjoying it a little bit because some of those people are just plain insane and nasty, and a kind of a part of me, a small part of me, because I keep reminding myself they are not the majority. But, I mean, there are some people who really, I'm kind of enjoying knowing that after the insanity they pulled, and just plain that okay, like for real, like on a level of crazy that makes you see you get a bot. So, but the thing is, the constant recommendation that people give when they say okay, so whenever people say you need a game other than Destiny, the immediate response is Warframe. I like Warframe. Let me be absolutely clear, because I don't want people to think I don't like Warframe. Okay, I absolutely 100% like Warframe. I've played a lot of Warframe. I don't think, first off, I don't think it's for everybody. Okay, definitely not for everybody. Okay. Oh right, I forgot about. I didn't see him. Okay, that was bad. Not another one! Do you mind? I can't. So everybody says Warframe. So I'm trying to come up with alternatives to Destiny 2 that are not Warframe. So this is Dead Zone Rogue, which I recently only got into like this week. And I already have like over 30 hours in. Okay? Now I like this primary weapon. Okay. I like Warframe. I absolutely do like Warframe. But not everybody likes Warframe. And honestly, sometimes you just don't want to play Warframe. Okay? On top of that, Warframe isn't a first-person shooter, it's a third-person shooter. And it is different than Destiny. It isn't the same. Now, this isn't the same as Destiny either. But I will say this, the world is really, really cool. If you're on some kind of ship, there are a lot of different enemy types. And you get to shoot a lot of stuff, which to me is almost like absolute necessity. If you don't get to shoot a lot of stuff, why would you play it? And it's fast-paced. So, okay, I will agree and disagree with you on that. First off, it depends on when you got the first player experience for Destiny versus when you got the first player experience for Warframe, okay? If you are talking about the recent new player experience from Destiny, I haven't tried it, but I hear it's terrible. Because they eliminated the Red War and all of that, the new player experience from Destiny 2 is absolutely terrible. Warframe's initial new player experience used to be terrible, but recently they have added new missions to help with the new player experience. It's definitely not perfect, but but like I said, that's why it depends. At one point, yes, Warframe had the worst new player experience and Destiny had a good one, but then Destiny ruined their new player experience, whereas Warframe is trying to fix it. Now, they added new cinematics at the beginning too, which are gorgeous. I've only seen other players play it because I started Warframe in 2017, so it was well past the recent new player experience. So I don't know 100%. I've heard that they're trying to make it better. Whereas I know for a fact Destiny's new player experience is a nightmare to deal with. I was going to actually restart Destiny 2 on one of my characters, but I don't know. I'm thinking of doing it. I have installed it back on my PlayStation 5. A part of me is playing, thinking of while everybody else is playing. I played before. Okay, I played both for Destiny. The original was better. Yeah, no, definitely the Destiny, the original new player experience was definitely better. And Destiny 2's new player experience was pretty good. Original Destiny's, even at the beginning, Destiny 2, until they got rid of the getting rid of the Red War really ruined the new player experience for Destiny 2. It really ruined it. It had a good new player experience, but now it does not. And the funny thing is, you want to know the funniest thing is, okay, you know who created the petition, right? Because a lot of people don't know his real name, but everybody knows who created the petition, right? It's Lucky 10p. Now, I got my issues with Lucky 10p. Let me be clear, I supported his petition. I signed his petition. I have promoted his petition. He has me blocked on Twitter, okay? I made a video about a year ago, and you can find it because I did not remove it. Well, I had spent a lot of time watching a lot of videos by content creators about Edge of Fate because I was initially debating if I should buy Year of Prophecy or not. I ended up buying it. And finally, I saw this video by Lucky 10p. I had nothing against the guy. I've never gone after his kid like other people have. I don't believe it. It's a long story where I never went after his kid. Let me be absolutely clear. I finally snapped after watching a dozen videos from Destiny 2 content creators. And this is why this whole thing is vindicating me and a lot of us. Because these very same Destiny 2 content creators screaming about how they want Destiny 3. Okay? Screaming about how they want Destiny 3 were the ones who were ultra shills and were ignoring the comments in their videos. Astacross, Lucky, a whole bunch of Destiny 2 creators were ignoring the comments in their own videos. Every one of them had massive comments, all of them saying the exact same thing. Grinding is not content. Grinding is not content. So I lost it because Lucky said some really dumb stuff in his video. He was responding to someone else and I was responding to him. And one of the dumbest things I have ever seen anybody say in a Destiny video, he said, and that's why I reacted to his video, because after I watched his video, I'm like, that is beyond stupid. I have to say something. He said that Destiny 2 does not need a new player experience. It's too complicated for a new player experience. It's like, are you insane? Do you not understand? If you do not have a new player experience, you're not bringing new people into the game. And everybody responded to his video exactly. They're like, Lucky, new player content, grinding isn't new content, grinding isn't new content, okay? What made him block me was someone in the comments, he was reading the comments to my video, all right? Okay? He has over 300,000 subscribers. I have like 7,000, okay? I'm a nobody, right? He comes into my video and reads the comments, and one person had commented in my video, had made a comment in my video. The person said, because I hadn't watched Lucky in a very long time. I used to watch him catching cheaters in the Crucible, which I thought was pretty cool. So I hadn't watched him for years. I always knew him as the guy who was catching cheaters, right? Somebody comments to my video and says, he defended content vaulting. So I'm like, wait, what? He defended content vaulting. Lucky comes into my video, doesn't say anything about anything I said in the video. Responds to the person who said Lucky defended content vaulting and said, no, I did not. So the guy who am I going to believe? The guy with 300,000 subs? The guy who told me he had defended content vaulting creates a video of his own responding to Lucky's video. Where he shows, yes, Lucky defended content vaulting. And I go on X and I pull up the video and I said, you defended it. He's like, he said, I never defend. It's like, dude. So he ended up deleting the video where he defends content because he did. Oh, thank you for the $2 super chat. Wow, thank you for the $2 super chat. Is puppy. He blocked me, and he deleted the video. He defended content vaulting. He's the person who created the petition. We spent Edge of Fate, all of the players of Destiny 2, calling out the content creators, telling them how they're wrong, how this is going to harm Destiny 2, and they completely ignored us. Now all of a sudden they're screaming, and you're right, they don't want to have to get real jobs, because Lucky only plays Destiny 2. Last I checked, all he plays is Destiny 2. At least Astacross, I don't agree with Astacross on a lot of things. I don't. But at least I like Astacross because he plays other video games. Okay? At least he does play other video games. So it adds a little bit more insight into what you think. So, yeah, he probably hasn't unblocked me on X. I don't care. I'm just saying, the reason the funniest thing is talk about punching down. You have over 300,000 subscribers and you are going after... And the thing is, okay, let me be clear. All he had to say, he didn't have to say, I never defended content vaulting. You want to know how he would have gotten my respect? If he had said, yes, I defended content vaulting, I was wrong, I regret it. Or, yes, I defended content vaulting, and I still stand behind that. But to lie and say, I never defended content vaulting, what are you doing, bro? But then these people completely ignored their comments for months, where people were getting angry at the creators of Destiny 2 content for completely ignoring what people were saying. Like, I remember watching video after video of people talking about Edge of Fate, and the comments were all the same. There's stuff like, Lucky was defending the lack of exotics and the lack of content in Edge of Fate. And everybody was angry. And they were ignoring the people who... That's why I see this as vindication from having dealt with these people who completely ignored us. It was so annoying. The thing is, you can make mistakes. I have admitted, back when Curse of Osiris came out, I liked it. Now I look back, I go, what was I thinking? I was being stupid. But I'm not going to lie about it. You don't lie. Just be like, okay, yeah, I said that. It was stupid of me to say that. And I regret saying it. Or I stand behind what I said. So I defended, I promoted his petition. Okay? But I still find it hilarious that, talk about punching down, bro. I don't know. But he's the one who created the petition. Okay? I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, that's him. Because I remember seeing... I did this wrong. You see, the advantage is you have the stealth at the beginning to move around in game, which I did when I... That's why you have stealth in the beginning, to find better positioning, see what enemies are out there. But sometimes I'm just too impatient. But yeah, Mylan Games, on the other end, he disappointed me as well. He deleted 10 years of content. His Destiny lore videos, because people were being mean to him over Marathon. And it's like, that's not an appropriate response. You're punishing people who had nothing to do with it. It's one of the reasons why, like, as I replied to him with, that would be like me getting angry that some people, every now and then, it isn't very often, I'll get people who come into my comments on my Destiny Zerv videos and say, why are you making Destiny 1 videos? I had one person when Witch Queen came out, I never forgot this one because I found it hilarious. he was like, it was right after Witch Queen came out. And he's like, oh, are you too poor to buy Witch Queen? I'm like, Habibi, I bought the collector's edition. Okay? I still like to make play Destiny 1 and make Destiny 1 content for people. That would be like me going, all right, I'm just going to delete all my Zerv, which I did delete a couple years back, some of them, just because there was hundreds of them. So it doesn't look like I've been creating Zerv videos since Destiny 2 launched, but I have. I just thought I didn't understand YouTube and that I shouldn't delete videos. I just thought it got confusing that if you look me up, you get all these Zerv videos from old ones, but now I just keep them. But I've been actually making long Zerv videos longer than it shows on the channel. It was so petty of him. Because I liked his lore videos, actually. And I know he was treated... And the funny thing is, he told how he was treated terribly by Bungie. He was treated horribly by Bungie when he helped with the lore. And yet you're basically shilling for them right now. And it's like, Mylan, what are you doing? I actually used to... He has this voice that was just perfect for his lore videos. And I used to love watching Mylan making videos about games other than Destiny. And I thought it was really cool. And so I'm really disappointed with that one. I think at the end of the day, the people we need to blame for all of this is Bungie. There's no way you do not understand. You don't understand human nature. Human nature, you have to know that the Destiny community is going to get pissed off with your behavior. Bungie had to have known that the Destiny community is going to get pissed off by their behavior. And, so this fighting between everybody... But yeah, check out Smash JT, the video, there's a video where he mentions my comment. My comment on X. About Osiris and Saint 14. I'm trying to come up, though, with a theory why people are so nuts. I'm beginning to think that people... Well, okay. One of the most important... So first off, sharing all these games. I'm going to be making more. I'm going to try every week to come up with at least 1 or 2 games that are an alternative to Destiny 2. Okay? A game to play that is not Destiny 2 that might be fun for people who like Destiny 2. Because what makes me like Destiny 2 is powers, space, and shooting and space magic. I like fast-paced. And I like fast-paced. I like lots of guns. I like fast-paced and I like a lot of guns. Which is one of the reasons I don't even understand what the controversy is around the James Bond game, because I will be honest, I was not planning on buying the James Bond game. I know it's like a Hitman kind of game. That's too slow for me. So I wasn't even considering it. So I don't understand what the controversy is, because honestly, I wasn't really paying attention to the game. The moment I heard that James Bond First Light was a like, this makes me think of running Challenge of the Elders and stuff like that. That feel of just lots of enemies that need to go down fast. And having lots of different weapons. Right. Okay. So that's why I think of this. I thought of Destiny 2. Another I'm gonna mention. I'll play them. But Gunfire Reborn is another one that's kind of like this. Though the Gunfire Reborn on PC is a lot better than the Gunfire Reborn on console because they stopped updating it. So the Gunfire Reborn on PC has a lot more content and a lot cooler content. It's got a lot more weapons, and some of the weapons and characters that they've added to Gunfire Reborn from his house. With the what was that? So, okay. So this is an alternative to Destiny 2 because, as I said, I'm starting to wonder what's going to happen to the people who play Destiny 2 or Marathon, because the math isn't mathing for Marathon. It's definitely not mathing for Marathon. There's no way, unless the studio massively downsizes, and as it downsizes, it's going to lose valuation again, and I think Sony is not going to be happy. So I would enjoy Marathon while you can. I would enjoy Destiny 2. I don't know if it is how expensive it is to run the servers for Destiny 2 versus Destiny 1. Because I know, like, Guild Wars 2 said that they would always keep the Guild Wars 1 servers up because they were so cheap to run. That, by the way, is a kill sound. So, here we go. So, okay, so I think I'm hearing people are getting blocked by Bungie's official website account as well. People who've never played Destiny as well are getting blocked. I mean, tell me you have never faced any kind of adversity without saying you have never faced any kind of adversity in your entire life. I've had people defending, and there's no defending it. I'm not sorry, okay? Your job as a social media manager, okay, is to deal with these circumstances. That's what you're hired for. You shouldn't block people, okay, unless it's something illegal like CP. You shouldn't block people. That's your job. I've been using the example of my copy of Borderlands 4. My copy of Borderlands 4 I ordered from Best Buy. Okay? It arrived almost a week late. Okay? And I had pre-ordered it in advance, which I'm embarrassed to admit, yes, I did. Okay? Okay? If I had gone on their Twitter account, which I didn't care enough. But if I had gone on their Twitter account and said, hey, and cursed them out because my game was late, and then they blocked me, how would it look? Because that's exactly the same thing with Digital Extremes blocking people over comments like seeing the Pride stuff and going, well, now I'm uninstalling. That's not a reason to block someone. And I've seen people say that they also have never interacted with the Warframe account, and they've been blocked as well. That's your job. You make almost 6 figures. There are retail people who sell, salespeople, right? Who have to deal with far worse in person and cannot be rude back. If you don't like the comments somebody makes, you can mute them. Okay? You can mute the conversation so you don't have to deal with any of the comments. But blocking people from an official corporate website should be a no-no. I have no idea what's going on Warframe because, right, they blocked me 2 years ago. And the funniest thing is, and I'm going to say this because, look, all right, the game is woke. Don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not going to deny it. But it's not as woke as these people say. On top of that, the studio is absolutely 100% woke. Digital Extremes is in Canada. They are woke on a level that, like, makes any sane person cringe. But when you actually look into the game itself, most of the I would put Destiny 2 as higher up in the woke than Warframe, because the majority for Destiny, the majority fall into the woke category, right? Whereas Warframe, they're more conservative and strict about things. Like, if somebody were to come in and say, you know, if in the corpus, for example, in Warframe, somebody said, I'm a they, them, the corpus would take one look at you, go, no, you're not. Think of you as a defective, broken, genetically engineered creation, and probably throw you out an airlock. Because they're not going to waste time with that. Okay? The same with the Grineer. 90% of the characters, unlike in Destiny 2, so everybody likes to call Warframe this woke game and this pro this and this. It's like, I think they give you that palette to shut you up for the rest of the year because you have some hot, attractive skins in Warframe, and they know that if the woke-tards saw it, they would lose their mind when they see the attractive Ember heirloom skin. I got caught up in the insanity of 3 of those things. I did not know there was not 3 of them last time I did that. Unless I killed it first. Thing is, so yeah, the more I thought about all these people getting blocked over pride criticism, and very, very, very tame pride criticism, the more angry I got. Because it's just like, all right, that's your job. Your job is to deal with that. to be nice and polite no matter what people say. Because people in retail have to already deal with that. And so you're not special. You get paid far more than that cashier at the supermarket, who's probably making $15 an hour, if they're lucky. And yet somehow you make far more, at least twice as much, if not 3 times as much as that cashier in the super, for sitting in front of a computer posting on Twitter. Grow up. You spoiled little snowflake. You know nothing about what the real world is like. And you know nothing about what reality is like. So I said, and the funniest part is they completely ignored me. But the funny thing is, there are people who, right, who've never interacted with that account and are getting blocked. So anyway, this is a game alternative to Destiny 2. I'm curious to know what people think. I should. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Make. But I don't know what's going on with First Light. I don't understand what's going on with First Light. They also added an additional zone. So originally the game had 3 zones and now has a 4th zone, which is included. You don't have to buy it separately. I'm told the 4th zone is supposed to be very good. I mean, just look at that thing. So yeah, you got your, you do get gun skins that you earn in game. I mean, one of the reasons why I think, so I used to only play Destiny and then Destiny 2. I might have every now and then dabbled in another game when things slowed down, but really I only played Destiny 2 and Destiny. And it was a big mistake, and I regret it. Because you don't realize just how bad Destiny 2 actually is unless you start playing other video games. Okay? Destiny has great gunplay, but I'll say this. There are a lot of other games that have great gunplay as well. This is no longer something Bungie is special for. You don't realize just how bad it is, or how nasty a company Bungie is, until you start dealing with other developers. So it hit me that we are criticizing Randy Pitchford from Gearbox, okay? And yet Gearbox hasn't even done the things that Bungie did. Okay? Like remove paid DLC. You can play everything Borderlands right now. You can't do that with Destiny. The monetization, there is no money shop in Borderlands. You can hate Borderlands 4 all you want. Oh yeah, they had great characters. 100%. I love the characters, and that's one of the reasons why, honestly, I don't want to go back. Because I love the characters and the world of Destiny. I would have more than willingly, if you asked me at one point, if I could live in a video game, what video game would I pick? If I could pick a video game to live in, which one would it be? and I would have told you Destiny. I love the world of Destiny. I love the characters in Destiny. I love the tower. I love the powers. I love everything about it, right? And then they ruined every character. They ruined every single character. Every single one of them. Even the female characters, which they said were, strong women who need no man. They ruined what made them unique and special and different. I don't like Mara. Well, okay, I have a genuine question about Marathon, okay? If Marathon is meant to be some kind of post-apocalyptic whatever, where you don't have a body and you're constructing a body, okay? First off, do not read into this in any way inappropriate, okay? Don't read it. But okay. So Marathon is an extraction shooter. You're going down to a planet to try and extract as much stuff as possible and get it because you're competing with other people for that stuff, okay? I get it. If you can make whatever body you want to go down there and fight, wouldn't you make, the body of a lion with, human hands or, standing upright with a backpack and just, an armor? Wouldn't you create a body that wasn't human, but, a combination of different animals that could, kill faster? Survive longer, and it turns into a competition of, look, I haven't played Marathon. I don't plan on playing it. If Bungie had actually not pulled this whole BS with Destiny, I might have even considered trying it. Well, no. You want to know why? Because I know Bungie can't handle a PvP game without cheating. I wouldn't play a Bungie PvP game ever at this point. I can't believe people are surprised there's cheating in Marathon. Yeah. You sweet, naive, gullible summer child, you. How is 70% of the Marathon player base Destiny players? Did you not learn anything? I knew there was going to be cheating in Marathon from day one. Even before it came out that there was cheating. I knew there was going to be cheating. Because Destiny 2 had massive cheating. To the point where when I wanted to start getting into Destiny PvP years ago, somebody told me, don't bother. The cheating is out of control. And everybody's not surprised that there's cheating in Marathon. Everybody's surprised there's some cheating in Marathon. I knew there would be cheating in Marathon. I was just waiting for it to show up. It was definitely going to happen. How are all these Destiny players playing Marathon unless all of the people playing Marathon are the Destiny players who like to cheat? And they're like, okay, well, we got all the cheats for a Bungie game. So now we can cheat in Marathon. For real. I remember people starting to talk about, oh my God, there's cheating in Marathon. Who would have guessed? I knew it was going to happen. I don't understand it. Why is it? I don't know. Like I said, look, I know some people like it. I think Marathon looks ugly. I think the characters look ugly. I think the idea is basically Bungie being cheap and lazy. Just good when they're being cheap and lazy, and they're taking away all the challenge that makes Destiny difficult. Because they're lazy. I don't think they made an extraction shooter because they wanted to make an extraction shooter. I think they made an extraction shooter because it meant they didn't have to do all the stuff that made Destiny hard. Like a story. in an open world. I mean, there's more content in this game than Marathon. I think some people are just defending. Some people do genuinely like Marathon, and I think some people, most of the Twitter people who are defending it, are just sort of that whole attitude of, I'm not going to support. I'm just going to do the opposite. Threw up Skittles. Oh no, they did worse. They just found someone's artwork. And the thing is, I actually defended Joseph Cross. Okay. Everybody said that Joseph Cross knew the art was being copied, stolen from whatever the name of the person is. Okay. And everyone was like, the proof of it was he followed her or him. I don't know, because I'm hearing things about this person. I don't know. Okay. I can tell you this. I believe him. At least I believe that he didn't know it came from this person. Simple reason is, there are people I have followed on X for years. Like Raven. Writing Raven is one of my favorite people on X. I rarely see her post. So I think it is possible he followed her and didn't even realize. But someone there knew that they were copying art. And he didn't do his due diligence to make sure it wasn't being copied. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he didn't know. I mean, this is Bungie after all. They have stolen art before. So maybe I shouldn't have defended the guy. I just don't trust them anymore. Especially when you find out that they knew that they were going to shut down Destiny 2 and had people working on the unreleased DLC, the content that's not even going to come out, because they didn't want to tell them they were going to shut Destiny 2 down. Like, okay. That's nasty. Marty O'Donnell was saying that they had always talked about wanting to remake Marathon, because Marathon was one of the few properties Bungie actually owned. But he said they were more likely to make something like Halo, a campaign, like remaster or remake. Oh God. Which would have been so much cooler. People want single-player games. Hell, what do you think? The thing is, okay, I would love a Destiny 1. I mean, not a Destiny 1. Just a Destiny single-player game, okay? Even though I know it takes away a lot of what makes Destiny Destiny. But the problem is they have so destroyed the world of Destiny that I don't want it unless they go back to I don't trust. They ruined. I don't like the world they turned Destiny into. So you have to get those little Okay, 1 sec. Let me get this. I have beaten him before. I got pretty far into this world. This section. See, none of them can get damage until I get rid of the shields. Yeah. All right. See, there we go. Now that he's gone, that should make it a little bit easier. Okay. Where's the shield guy? There he is. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Wait, is that primary? Okay, good. I like. Okay. I don't know. I don't even feel like they actually really thought about the, like, who? I don't think they really thought about the lore when they created those designs for that world, because it just doesn't feel like it would make sense. It doesn't, like, I don't know. As I said, if I were... I don't feel like that's how people would go, given the circumstances of what they're doing. Like, the funky purple lipstick and all that doesn't seem kind of appropriate for the type of missions that they're doing. I could be wrong. It just doesn't feel right. I mean, it would make sense if maybe... See, I have a little drone now with me. He's a good guy. The thing that helps the most, I have found, is looking at the map. Keeping your eye on the radar so you know what's coming and what's... I wasn't gonna say it. But, yeah. Look, I have said this forever now, and I've been saying this for years. I'm just going to keep saying it, and I know people don't like me saying it. Stop putting... Look, you need... Look, I saw somebody bringing up a statistics which showed at one point when Bungie was making their best games, they were 90% male. The studio was 90% men. Bring that back. Okay? 90% men. You're making a game that 90% of your player base is male. Okay? And women aren't going to play a first-person shooter who don't already like first-person shooters. Okay? Okay? No matter how many creepy-looking characters you add, any of that, or female-coded stories, or any of that, women are not going to play a game like that. They're not going to play first-person shooters. Yeah, you might have a... I mean, I've played this game over 30 hours offline because I don't play first-person shooters just for attention or any of that, okay? I actually suck at this whole thing. So yeah, I'm not very good at the whole live streaming thing. I just want to play video games and talk about video games and hear people yell at me about video games and, you know, you're like, no, you're an idiot about this when it comes to video games. Or criticize and speak up about the stupidity going on in gaming and be like, but you're just a straight white... No, I'm not, okay? You can't accuse me of... Okay? So am I very good at... Nah, I'm not. Clearly I'm not. If I were good at this by now, there'd be like... I don't know. Let's get a second bot. To do 100... I want the one that gives me the smart... I like this guy. Do I have max healthy? I do. Kind of like all my armor weapons. They look ugly. They look ugly. They do look ugly. Ha! See? Don't mess with me. I mean, you tried to the person who brought a Steam Deck with me to my brother's wedding. Yeah. And I might have been playing this on Steam Deck. Maybe, because I have it on PC. Maybe. I'm not going to say yes or no. But I didn't get very far. And yes, I'm so lucky. I got the Steam Deck OLED years ago, like at least when it, like, I sold 2 PS Vitas to get it. But I got it ages ago and I got it at a good price. I didn't see you there. I didn't realize there was 2 of you. Alright, see this thing? Well, when it explodes and puts little... Wait, something is shooting at me from someplace. Alright. What was it? Isn't the... You should be able to get it easy because, I needed to get one before I sold it, and it depends on the Vita. I think one Vita used the micro USB and another did not. But you should be able to get a charger because I've been able to get replacement chargers for my Game Boy Advance SP, which I think is the ultimate portable handheld gaming unit, just for design purposes, okay? the Game Boy Advance SP, which is the foldable one, best Game Boy Advance. Best Game Boy. Best perfectly designed portable handheld. Shove it into a pocket. It folds. It's not too big. But yeah, I sold 2 Vitas because I had the original OLED Vita, and then I had the LCD screen Vita. In fact, the first place I ever played Borderlands on was the Vita. I played the Vita. I played Borderlands 2 on the Vita, and that's how, while I was visiting Egypt. And that is by far the best Vita. And that's how I fell in love with Borderlands. By playing it on and immediately when I came back to now I want the dash cooldown. And then when I came back to America, I was like, I have to play this game on PlayStation. Yeah, honestly though, I do regret selling my Vita. May, what are you doing, May? I do regret selling my Vita. But on the other hand, I did manage to get my hands on it's right over here, in fact. Steam Deck OLED. 1 terabyte. Yes. So, I don't know. Because you can emulate PS1 games on the Steam Deck. So sometimes I need to stop being impatient and think before I go running into these rooms of combat and death. And like sneak around and find a good location and use my brain instead of just running in and just shooting stuff. Because it's not smart. I would save myself so much more trouble if I would pause. Right? And think for a minute instead of running in like a crazy person. Level 7. So I sold. Okay, so my PS2, it's a long story. What happened to that? That was stolen from me, basically. So I don't have PS2 or PS1 games. Look, I'll admit it was stupid of me, but I was on the thought process of all these games are going to be coming out on older, on PC or newer consoles, and I don't have a lot of space. So I went to. So I haven't, but on the other hand, I haven't sold any of my PS4 games. I have a lot of physical games on for PS4 and PS5. And I did it again, didn't I? I just went running in like an idiot. Because of course I did. Stupid me. Now I'm frozen and I can barely move. And I just died. That was my own fault. That was stupid. But I'm at level 17, so I got farther. I really wish I'd kept a lot of stuff that was retro. It's just I felt like I had so many ridiculous number of PS4. So I was able to get a whole bunch of pre-owned PS4 games that and Xbox 360 games. No, Xbox One. No. That were pre-owned for dirt cheap. So a lot of my PS4 and Xbox One games I never even played because I just bought a whole bunch of them for like dirt cheap pre-owned and put them in sleeves. And then I have the PS5 games. So I'm like preparing for when I retire. Yes, Mimi? Why are you angry, Mimi? Yes, Mimi? We're going to retire together? Yes? We're going to take over the world together? What do you think? Look, all right. I've already said this, okay? You know what I want? A long time ago I mentioned I have the perfect idea for a long-term prank. Okay? I have a prank I want to pull. Okay, one second. Let me first take these out of my ears. They're not on, but they're starting to hurt my ears. Okay. I have an idea for a long-term prank to play on the future generations. Because you know what? I love the crypts that are underground in the Diablo games. Okay? Especially, look, I know a lot of people do not like Diablo 3, but I got into Diablo through Diablo 3 on the Switch, okay? I want crypts like in Diablo. I say we move all of America's dead into underground creepy crypts like Diablo, okay? I want to create a terrifying fake narrative for the future generations, where we terrify them about us. Okay? Use Mimi? Come here, Mimi. Oh, where are you going, Mimi? Yes, do your baby. All right, free cat feeds. Normally $500 for the paws. But, because Mimi's being nice, she's going to give you some free cat feet pics. Look at those cat feet. Look at those cat feet. Look at them cat feet. Yeah. Yeah, you got cat feet? You got cute little cat feet? $500 cat feet? You show them your little cat feet? Those are free sample. Free kitty cat paws. Yeah. Show those cat feet. Show those cat feet. Smelly little cat feet. Yeah. Yeah. Get smelly feet. Okay. We create underground crypts. Oh yeah, only paws. Actually, I had an OnlyFans account for May. Not May, I mean Buster. I created an OnlyFans account for my cat because I thought it would be hilarious where people would be like, I could be like, yeah, I have an OnlyFans for my cat. Yes. What are you doing, Mimi? So my previous cat had an OnlyFans. So the idea is this. I want to play a long-term prank on the future generations. I want to play a prank whose results we will never live to see. I've already decided that my nickname, my name on my grave when I die is going to be the Eternal Omega. Okay? I want to be called the Queen of Death, the Eternal Omega. Okay? I want to be buried on a throne, and I want there to be chains around my corpse so that when they find it, like 2,000 years in the future, it's a skeleton with chains. And I want it to have like incantations, fake incantations, that are binding my soul to the skeleton so that they think that I was so evil that they bound my soul to my skeleton for eternity. Okay? I want there to be like crypts of like basically like Diablo. I want them to think that we were like diabolical demon worshipping, like Yeah. With and like we can have fur in my mouth. Okay? We can have bodies on like in torture positions, right? Make them think that we were evil. I want them to look back on us and be like, they did magic. I also want them to think that the COVID was a zombie apocalypse. Okay? And they could be like, well, the internet said, nah, don't trust everything you see on the internet. It was a zombie apocalypse, okay? The undead rose. All who came down with COVID were zombies who rose from the grave. Okay? Okay? No arguments. Because we hear all about these archaeologists looking at ancient Egypt and stuff, right? I want underground pyramids of death. Yes, mass zombies. Yes. I want them to, but because those crypts in Diablo are always so cool. Like I said, I want to play a prank on future generations. So they look back on us and go, they worship demons. And they bury their dead in, because that would be so much fun instead of the normal. It would be so boring. We'd put all of America's graves in the dead. We put them in these massive, massive crypts like out of Diablo. I'm also thinking every one of us should buy a couple of those time capsules and create journals describing a messed up like evil worship and stuff. Remember to mention me, the Eternal Omega. Death was the only respite from the evil of she who never leaves. The eternal final one. See, there's a stealth mode you're supposed to go into. Like that, and be smart. On the other hand, you see those guys? You can only kill them with grenades, which annoys me. I shouldn't have wasted that grenade. I needed it on the guys with the shields. See, he's gone. It would be so cool. People look back on us. The eternal prank. Here we go, see? That's my idea. To play a prank on all future archaeologists. And make them look back and be like, because I'm an idiot again and I didn't think. I hate the little ones on the floor. Ha! Killed you all. See? I know what I'm doing. I absolutely know what I'm doing. See? No. I 100% know what I'm doing. I made it this far already. Yeah. Don't annoy me, woman. Robot thing. So as I was saying, this is a replacement for Destiny 2. Are you really a gamer if you only play one video game, is the question. Yes! So this is my message for all the people who play Destiny. My message for people. Okay? I used to only play Destiny, and that was one of my biggest mistakes. Go out there. Play other video games. There are a lot of better video games than Destiny. That's how I got into the Remnant series, because there was a pause, I remember, in Destiny content, and a bunch of Destiny creators were playing Remnant from the Ashes. And that's how I fell in love with Remnant from the Ashes. And then Remnant 2 came out. And I love Remnant 2. Okay? The Division was another one that I got into. Because, again, there's another lull in Destiny 2 or Destiny content. And I really liked The Division. Also, stop turning your video games into, like, your internal personality. I don't understand it. I've said this, that's one of the things I don't understand about people. They act like if you insult their favorite game, somehow it's not as, like, you can't not like their favorite video game. I don't understand it. As I said, I like Warframe. But I also know that it's not for everybody and that some people really don't like Warframe. There are a lot of video games that I like that nobody likes. I mentioned online that I liked Immortals of Avium and Wild West. Most of the people have never even heard of this game. I actually like Borderlands 3. But if you were to tell me Borderlands 3 sucks, I'm not going to act like my entire world and personality and sense of self is dead because somebody doesn't like Borderlands 3. I don't understand how people, like, act so threatened because somebody said something mean about a video game they like. Hell. Okay? You can even call for it to be shut down. You can tell me you hope Gearbox is brought out of business and there's never a Borderlands 5. Okay? I'm not going to threaten you or insult you or call you mean things or, like, act like the world is going to end because somebody doesn't like Borderlands. But they act like if you say anything against Destiny or Marathon, you've personally insulted their child. Like, I wouldn't even get that mad if you said something mean about Min Min. They get so defensive over a video game. And honestly, I'm sorry, but I like Destiny. I haven't played Marathon, but I like Destiny a lot. And I have a ridiculous number of hours in Destiny. And I'll tell you this, Destiny isn't the greatest game ever made. I would even say Destiny's pretty mid. You know, we used to say the gunplay was special for Destiny. But that isn't even true. So I would be honest, and I would tell you It's not the greatest game. There isn't a perfect video game. There doesn't exist a perfect video game. Hey, what's up? Like, I had my brother's wedding yesterday, so I was busy yesterday all day. It was the mosque thing, and this is Japan for the first. I've seen some of his videos. I think it's really, really cool that he's in Japan. I am jealous. But I'll admit I've been kind of playing video games. This is my first video game in a list of games to play instead of Destiny 2. This is called Dead Zone Rogue. I like it. I think it's a good alternative. I mean, look, it's not a game that's going to get you hundreds and... It's not going to be an eternal game. But that's the thing. You shouldn't be playing the same video game only. This is your chance to move beyond Destiny. And start playing other stuff. The ending of Destiny 2 should be seen as an opportunity to move on. A chance to experience new stuff. To go out into the world, young grasshopper. The video game world awaits you. There are roguelites. There are first-person shooters. Okay. Right now I'm on. Awesome. Great. Cool. No, that's awesome. That's really hard. And go back to play again. Yeah, no, they act like... Okay, I knew Destiny 2 was coming to an end. Now... I mean, honestly, one of the greatest things for me to happen, and I'm sure people are going to now prove and be like, you're casual, you really don't care about Destiny. I will say that one of the greatest things that has happened to me, yeah, it's not easy. For some people. I want to start running. Maybe if I get up early tomorrow, finally I'll try and do it. One of the greatest things was Destiny 2 becoming so terrible. Because it forced me to play other games. And I'm so glad for it. I am so happy for it. It really is so much better to play many different games. There are so many video games out there. And you are missing out so much. If all you do is play one game. You really are missing out. I did not know that. No. See. Yeah. One second, bro. Okay. I completely, no, especially with the live service, yes, 100%. Which is why I was thinking it wouldn't cost as much. The thing is, most people, when they think of Destiny, they think of the raids, right? But honestly, I would love a Destiny single-player game. Except now, they've ruined the world of Destiny that I wouldn't want a Destiny single-player game. So honestly, I'm kind of... like... But I swear, people have turned video, like, the live server... I think the problem is, it's because people spend so much time in a certain game, and it becomes basically their identity, and they're incapable of escaping that, and so they get, basically, they feel like when you insult their favorite game, you're insulting them. They're also not confident in, like I said, there are so many video games that I love that I know for a fact, oh damn it, I picked the wrong one. That I know for a fact most people hate. I actually liked Immortals of Avium. I know a lot of people didn't like it. I actually liked it, and the studio shut down. I'm not gonna get angry because people don't like the game and maybe even insult it. I don't care. We all predicted that. Everyone, that's the thing. That's the funniest thing. It's like we have been predicting all of this for months, years. All of this, like, that's the reason you can even tell. All of it was predicted. Everyone knew. And yet, how did they not know? They make so much more money. Like, isn't it, there's someone's job to be like, okay, that probably isn't a good idea. No, well, okay. I have one question. Well, I have many, many questions. But tell me this. How is it that Marathon took 6 years to develop and has less content than the Crucible in Destiny 1? For real. How does it take 6 years, okay, 6 years, okay, to develop a game that is 4 maps and what, 6 runners? Please. Okay, first off, the wedding went great. My brother is, it was awesome. Okay, let me tell you something about the pride thing, okay? Because my whole opinion, and I'm sorry to pause, but let me just say this, because the pride thing, my opinion on the pride thing completely changed after I found out a few things and I'd been reminded a few things about X. Like the fact that you can hide messages. You can hide comments. So now my opinion is this, because I thought about it more, because I got into a bunch of arguments with weenie losers who are like, you yourself about pride. Oh, well, they support other causes like cancer. Well, first of all, there's a difference between supporting causes and individual groups of people. You are literally saying to your community of Warframe players, okay, that one group is more important than another. And it's a tiny fraction of that group. The majority of Warframe players, they even said, according to statistics, there are more women who play Warframe in general over other first-person shooters. But it says like 70% men. Minimum 70% of Warframe players are men, straight, and the majority of them are straight. So your player base is straight men. So, first of all, I'll say this, okay? You're the social media manager of the Play Warframe account, okay? That's your job. People say, I've seen the comments that people have gotten blocked over. I've posted the comment that got me blocked, okay? They are They are weak, pathetic, soft comments. They're not threats. They're not insults. One person was like, well, I guess I'm uninstalling Warframe. You blocked him over that. I know people who got blocked by Play Warframe for saying nothing. They've never interacted with the account. They looked it up and went, why am I blocked? Okay? Your job is social media manager, okay? You don't like someone's comment, you have so many other options other than block them. Because everybody treats video game developers like they're your friends. Everyone treats Nintendo like it's your friend. No, Nintendo is a greedy company. Digital Extremes is owned by Tencent. I had one idiot telling me, oh, they care and they do charity. No, they don't. Digital Extremes answers to Tencent, whether you like it or not, and if Tencent said to them, you're losing money over the Pride stuff, they're going to remove it whether they like it or not, because they belong to Tencent. Right now, they're not losing money over that stuff, and it makes them look good. It probably gets them grants from who knows where, okay? The moment it starts losing them money, Tencent's going to come on them and tell them stop it. Okay, so don't tell me. But on top of that, you're a social media manager. Your job is to deal with people cursing at you, insulting you, and criticizing your game all day. Okay, you don't like it, you shouldn't be doing that job. I use the example of retail salespeople, okay? Because I have a lot of friends who are retail salespeople. They tell me stories of dealing with customers. And you know what? You have to take it. I had a friend who, he doesn't work, who got called a racial slur by a customer. When he cursed, he's the one who got in trouble. You are polite to customers, whether you like it or not, whether you agree with them politically or not. You are polite, okay? They deal with more hell than the social media managers, and they get paid a fraction. Your job, whether you like it or not, and Digital Extremes is not your friend. Okay? They're not your buddy. They're not some indie developer. Let's be clear, because they treat Digital Extremes like an indie developer. They have over 500 people working at Digital Extremes. Okay? That is a big company. I've used the example of my copy of Borderlands 4, which is right over here. Okay? My copy of Borderlands 4 was late. Yes, I pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered it months in advance. It was a week late. Imagine if I had gone to the store's Twitter account, okay, and cursed them out, and they blocked me. So no, you have no excuse now. I don't care what you say. You can say anti-whatever. The social media manager's job isn't to go crying in a corner and go, there's something mean about the non-binaries. No, your job is to, oh, I don't like that. Maybe it's inappropriate. Mute it. Hide the comment, but you don't block people, because the people you're blocking, first of all, you're losing potential customers. More people are noticing. And second of all, I don't know what's the news going on in Warframe now, because I don't get any alerts from them, because I've been blocked for 2 years. So no, if you can't handle the heat of being a social media manager, get another job. It's the same with apparently people are being blocked by the Destiny the game account as well. People also who have never interacted with Destiny the game. Okay? Other people for stupid reasons are getting blocked by Destiny the game. Okay? Again, grow a backbone or get another job. That's what it means to be a social media manager. You have to deal with that stuff. That's why you get paid the money you get paid. You get paid far more than that poor salesperson getting cursed at by someone on Christmas Eve because you didn't get what is the latest toy for the kids this year? You didn't get the latest toy because of some issue. And the customer's cursing at you. Right, Mimi? You don't belong then as a social media manager. So now I have absolutely no sympathy. Okay? The more I thought about it, I'm like, no. We are treating the Play Warframe account, the Destiny, the game account, like they are personal accounts. No, that's your job. It's not where you're going to have fun on Twitter. If you're running the Destiny account, you don't go there to have fun on X. You go there to do your job. It's the same thing with the Play Warframe. You go there to do your job. If you can't do your job, get another job and leave. And clearly, they can't handle it, and it's making them look bad. And honestly, I hope the Play Warframe one goes viral, because a bunch of people are now saying they got blocked by them. It's Dinosaur Month. But even if, on top of that, the other thing I will say about Play Warframe, and just Warframe in general, which I find hilarious, is people keep calling it a woke game, right? And it's all for the rainbow, whatever. have you ever actually looked at the characters in Warframe? Because I would tell you this, Warframe, first of all, I spent years playing Warframe without running into anything. It wasn't until the Whispers in the Wall with Albrecht and Lloyd that I really noticed anything, because it's pretty obvious, you can't miss it, okay? Apparently, I guess there's something with Ticker, which I have no clue. I just find him creepy and weird. But then I don't like the Solaris anyway, so I don't know what is it with Ticker. I guess he's also something in the rainbow. I have no clue. I mean, the dude's practically a robot with his head in his chest, so I've never been a fan of the Solaris but in general, other than Lloyd and Albrecht, and maybe side stories about most of the Slash romance pairings are not even canon because the Warframes are meat suits. Rhino isn't getting together with Mirage. Okay, they're meat suits. They're not people. You can draw Rhino doing a heart, whatever, with another Warframe. But first of all, it's kind of creepy because the Warframes are controlled by kids, but Warframes don't control themselves. But on top of that, look at the characters in Warframe. You have the Corpus, who at the closest represent the A for asexual, because they genetically engineered test tube babies born out of artificial wombs who, if you said something like, I feel like I'm in the wrong body, would boot you out an airlock. That's the Corpus. They'd be like, yeah, you're defective, and they would just boot you out an airlock. The Grineer are defective genetically engineered clones. The majority of the people in Warframe do not, I would say Destiny 2 is far more woke than Warframe, but people always think of Warframe when they think of Pride because of all the fan-created stuff on the side. It's not canon. That doesn't make sense for it to be canon. They pair all these Warframes together. So-and-so loves so-and-so. No. It's kind of creepy, actually, because they're all being controlled by kids, and those are meat suits anyway, so it doesn't make sense. Okay? So I thought it was hilarious, because all these people who are arguing with me, one person was like, there are more LGBTQ people in Warframe. All my friends are. No. The majority of Warframe players, just like the majority of Destiny 2 players, are straight men. That's it. The only thing is, most of them, like me, you probably won't see me on X for a couple of days. The only reason you saw me recently was because I wasn't in front of my video game console yesterday. And I was seeing the news about Destiny 2. But you'll see me disappear for days on end, not on X. Why? Because I'm busy playing video games. Okay? Look at the majority of the content creators for Warframe. The big ones. They're not people going, no, they're creating builds because Warframe is primarily, it's a guy's game, mostly. It's about building your Warframe to kick butt with more and more power, okay? That's my rant on the whole thing, all right? If you're a social media manager and you run an account for a video game developer, you have to grow a spine. You clearly don't belong to doing that job then. DMG, blocking people on a blockchain. You don't like Trump? I'm sorry, but Tencent wants Trump supporters playing Warframe just as much as they want people who don't support Trump playing Warframe, because they want money for the game, for the company they paid for. It's the same thing with Destiny 2. Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of people at Bungie who don't like Trump supporters, but I hate to break it to you, Sony wants their money too, because at the end of the day, their money is just as good as non-Trump supporters, all right? Get over it. Okay? I have to deal with people all the time. I know for a fact I don't agree with politically. Okay? Or I don't agree with on a lot of things. But you know what? You just get on with your life. You're all a bunch of kids who have never faced any real difficulty in your life. I mean, these kids screaming their heads off because somebody said something mean about Marathon, or somebody said something mean about Destiny, and oh my God, how dare you insult my favorite game? Well, grow up. I've never seen... Tell me I'm wrong. I mean, I really don't understand this whole... I've never... And yeah, it's Dinosaur Month. As I've said, I like Borderlands 3 more than Borderlands 4. Okay? I actually like the gameplay for Yes, Republicans buy sneakers too. So you don't like it, it doesn't matter. You sold yourself to Tencent. Well, you sold yourself to a different Chinese company who got sold to Tencent, okay? Okay? You belong to Tencent. And Tencent bought you to make money. Okay? I mean, DMG, I finally found out that I'd interacted with him like 2 years ago. That was definitely not why he blocked me. I didn't even know who the guy was. I think the last time I interacted with him, I said I like Destiny 1 more than Destiny 2. If that's a reason to get blocked by him, dude needs to really grow up. Oh my God, they said mean things about our holy month in June. How dare they grow up? You really don't know anything about the real world then, because thank God I have some health coming in. But no, when it comes down to it, that's the job of a social media manager, okay? That is the job. Your job as a social media manager is to deal with that. To remember you represent the company as well. And this whole idea that, no. You're going to deal with people who say mean things. And if you can't handle it, then you shouldn't be a social media manager. And the funny thing is I've never gotten that before. Which, by the way, Mr. Dystopian, I don't know if you heard, Smash JT released a video yesterday where Marty O'Donnell confirmed what I said about Osiris in Saint 14. He basically called that whole thing, that Asphyxian, Robert Brooks. The reason I brought it up again and I kept posting about it is, first of all, everyone's like, Bungie isn't woke. Yeah, Bungie's woke as hell. And so is Destiny 2 at this point. But also because Robert Brooks was blaming Pete Parsons for the falling apart of Destiny 2. And Bungie. And I'll tell you this about it. Yes, Pete Parsons was at fault because he hired idiots like Robert Brooks and other people who should never have been working at Bungie. Okay? He should never have been working at Bungie. Nobody went up to Robert Brooks and said, your idea is idiotic. It breaks canon. Shut up. Instead, he went, oh, stunning and brave. Stunning and brave. Let's just neglect the lore about Osiris and Saint 14 because Robert Brooks said so. When people are like, oh, so you're listening to the composer. No, we're talking about Marty O'Donnell, one of the founders of Bungie, who was involved in the creation of Destiny and the story of who basically cast the voice actor of Osiris. That's why, honestly, if Bungie, if the choice is between a Destiny 3 made by Bungie or no Destiny 3 at all, okay, I want no Destiny 3. I would rather no Destiny 3 than a Destiny 3 made by Bungie. I'm doing all of this support for Destiny 3, and I got people mad at me from the Bungie Bros and the Marabots, all getting mad at me, but I'll say this. I don't want a Destiny 3 made by Bungie. I would rather have no Destiny 3 than a Destiny 3 made by Bungie. The only reason, okay, that I am supporting the petition, The only reason I am supporting... Oh my god, I've never done this one before. Oh god, not another map where you have to jump in. Yeah, it's not good. I got it. Okay. Not another one that... I'm so bad at the platforming for this one. It was jump. Yes. At least we have Destiny Rising, which honestly, like I said, I would rather... Everyone's saying NetEase is not... Look, I want NetEase to make a full Destiny game, okay? Not a mobile game. I want NetEase to make a full Destiny game. A real Destiny game. The platforming in this game is so... I can't do this. Okay, it's jump dash jump. Okay, it's jump dash jump. Okay, it's jump dash jump. And there we go. Okay. Okay. It's jump dash jump. Jump dash jump. Jump dash jump. Jump dash... Thank God. This is the second map that's like this. It was in the other world as well. I mean, I know people were saying, no, you don't want... No, I want NetEase to make it. Or an Asian developer. I want... Honestly, my dream would be to just ignore everything after Forsaken. Hell, ignore everything before... ignore Forsaken. Bring back start Destiny over after Forsaken. Right before Forsaken. I know some people like Forsaken a lot, but you know what? I want a Destiny with Cade. Oh my god. That guy's new. Yes, Mimi. What's the matter, Mimi? Come here, Mimi. What's the matter, Mimi? What's the matter? Okay, let me see if I can beat this guy. One sec. I mean, Forsaken was decent. It was good. It was brought Destiny back and had a lot of great content. But if I could get whatever I want, it would be Cade back too. But if I had to choose, but I mean, I could live with everything up till Forsaken being canon and everything after that being gone. But what's his name needs a redemption arc. What's his name Brother Vance needs a redemption arc. I'll say that. No, I've been busy. I need to, though. I really need to, because there's so much I want to do with it. I know people are also telling me that they, look, I play too much video games. Killing 4 enemies. I played for say. The Destiny Guardians went from killing gods to reuniting boyfriends. Ooh, so cute. That's how you know women wrote it. And a dude who basically is practically a woman at this point. Even though he isn't, like... Guy was not a hint of masculinity left in him. The narrative lead for Destiny is like, all the writers on Bungie are women. Alright. See? Look. At me go. I'm at 21 out of 30. Okay. There's 30. This is my own stupid fault for not being smart. Be smart. Slow down. Okay? Think before you go absolutely nuts. Honestly, though, I've leveled up so much stuff that it's actually getting easy. But then there's harder difficulty, so this is normal difficulty. I just want to beat it. This is normal difficulty. There's like nightmare difficulty and stuff. Once you beat, like, it unlocks more difficulties for you. So, yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes, it is. See, isn't this a very good alternative to Destiny? Lots of different guns with strange powers. Lots of different... You got leeches coming after you. Grenades. Creepy worlds. And I think everybody's dead. So you don't have to worry about anything else. Nice and peaceful. It's just robots. Brains in robot bodies. Thank God. So much better. I want to make Warframe Corpus stuff with my 3D printer. But apparently nobody has designed it. So the problem is I need to learn how to create my own designs, which is something that I need to sit down and do, because nobody has created anything corpus related. It would be also cool to create a handheld, like, plastic case for the... I have the Neo Geo Mini, but the thing is, it looks like an arcade. It's so annoying. It'd be nice if it were an actual... The other reason I'll admit I got rid of a lot of... So when I was a kid, we had to trade in all the retro stuff. But the other reason was because, like, all these games are coming back on, like... So, for example, Sega... there's a massive Sega collection on Switch that I actually own the physical copy from. Which, again, Pokopia, by the way, I hate Pokopia. I don't know why everybody said this was such a great game. I don't see the appeal to Pokopia. I'm sorry. I don't get it. To me, it's baby's first Pal World. I had a friend of mine who convinced me to buy it, and I regret buying it. He's cool, but Pokopia is nothing compared to Pal World. Pokopia is baby's first Pal World. And I cannot wait until they release those Pokemon, not Pokemon, Pal World trading cards. Those I want. When I watch me get decimated, me go in hard mode. But honestly, I have gotten so much better at this game. When I first... It took me forever to defeat the first world. There we go, see? Nah, I like the stuff I have. See, so I'm at now... What am I at? I am at 23. All right, let's see. Yeah, I like to just sometimes just max them all. It's cheaper, actually. Yeah, they got the... So... I mean, look, I'm not going to be giving out suggestions for forever games, okay? These are going to be, you know, you might get a couple 100 hours into it, maybe. But it's not going to be a full-on Destiny. Didn't even see that guy. Because I no longer want to play games like that. I mean, well, though, technically, I guess Borderlands 3 could be considered a game like that. Because Borderlands 3 has a great endgame. Like, you can just keep playing Borderlands 3. Let's go with flames. Nah, I like this one better. Just feels better. Okay. I think max level is 10. I don't remember seeing anything. And this is what I get for being stupid again. instead of using my head. No, running into the battle. Ooh, exotic. Or whatever it is called. Gold ones. Okay, one more. Here we go. So what have we got here? I've got 2 grenades. No, wait, I got a grenade and... Ooh! Dual wielding. Okay. Now I'm happy. Okay, check this out. All right. Why does it have to be so close to the end? Okay, watch this. So I guess when you unlock it in a different area, it now becomes... Did you see that? Oh my God, dual wielding. Yeah, he was a boss somewhere. That guy. Yes! Did you see the dual wielding? Yes, there's dual wielding. Which is one of the things I absolutely loved about Destiny Rising. The dual wielding. That was definitely very, very cool. Extra grenade charge. Good. Now I have 3 grenade charges. It hasn't come up yet. There's this really great perk that, yeah, I'm with him. I want to fabricate myself a beer. Alright, let's do this. Yeah. Yay. Yeah. See, I've got like multiple grenades now. I don't have to, it takes... Grenades are just awesome. You have grenades, multiple grenades? Yeah. Okay. Not that, you know, that was dumb. It's not like... All right. So, what do you think? This a good... Sorry, I just got distracted. This game is awesome. If I unlock this, if I beat the boss, then I will have unlocked all 4 areas in this game, which is cool. So those shields you see, you need to get them with grenades. Like that, see? See, oh man, just that was cool. That was cool. That was cool. Guys. Okay, so now I'm at... What? What? Oh god, no. You kidding, right? Oh god, so I'm basically just gonna have to stand here and get killed and shot at as stuff. This is gonna be so much fun. So, see, they have unique and different ideas to make it more horrible. Or they want to make you suffer. Well, that wasn't that bad. Okay. Okay. Oh god, here we go. Oh, kill. Okay. 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 I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. Okay. Yeah, this difficulty is definitely too easy for me if I'm this far. What Destiny needs is to bring back Marty O'Donnell and all the old OG people. Okay? The people who made Destiny. To come in and audit the lore, to audit everything. Because you know what? Destiny... This is why the Star Wars thing, for example, was so sad. Because you had a very special, unique world with Destiny, right? And you come in and you put a different property. Yeah, this is definitely a too easy difficulty for me if I'm going to beat this boss on the first go with full health. Yeah, I definitely need to up the difficulty. I just want to beat everything first on normal, just so I can get through everything and then go back. Because you have to beat everything on every difficulty. I'll show. Yes! And that means technically I beat the game originally. Okay. They need an audit on the lore, on everything. And the art, again, I know people like lightsabers, but I'm sorry. Come up with something that would fit the world of Destiny. You want to know a good way to explain light? What the hell? No! I knew that was too easy. Of course, that was too easy. The last boss was harder than that. Should have known better. But you see, it doesn't matter because I'm a filthy casual because apparently I don't play 3 hours of marathon every night. According to someone. That's how they try to get you into it. They're like, oh, well, you must be a casual then if you don't play marathon. Dude, I don't care. I just find that one, because I remember them saying that a lot of people were trying to get people to play marathon by insulting their skill in first-person shooters. Am I great? No, I'm not terrible. At least I don't think so. I'm not great. I wish I was better. Like, I got too many hits already. Even though I should figure out the pattern for this guy. Okay. Let's see if I can get this. Okay, okay. And die in pieces, scumbag. Okay. 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 What do you think? Should I self-destruct? Or should I escape pod? You know what? I'm going to escape pod this time. Because I could play it again and do the other decision. Look, see, you get skins. That is cool. That is cool. See? So technically I beat the game. What the? Wait, where did I put? Let's see. Okay, Clownfish TV video. Awesome. So the YouTube channel I have followed the longest by far is Clownfish TV. Yeah, me. Yes, but nothing works. So what am I supposed to do now? Hey, what's up? I beat this game. Well, on normal. Now I gotta go through hard. Good, I need stuff to kill. It would be no fun. So this is, Habibi, excuse me, this is an idea for an alternate. So I was thinking of all those Destiny people, Destiny 2 people who need other games to play now that Destiny 2 is no longer an option. So this is my first choice. It's called Dead Zone Rogue. I like this gun though. Dead Zone Rogue. It is my first suggestion as an alternative to Destiny 2. It is a roguelite. I think it's a roguelite. I'm not sure. Okay. This is called Dead Zone Rogue. And I beat the game! And there's a sequel coming out too. So apparently it's actually a remake of, they made a game, it failed, and they took all the assets and they remade a new game. Oh, cool. Come. They are so cute. Oh, the baby kitties are so cute. I want baby kitties. I want baby kitties. Okay. Return to starting ship. I want baby kitty. Mei Mei's sleeping right now. Mei Mei? So see, now I have access to so I unlocked everything here, and now I have... They're so cute. I want them. I want a kitten. I want a kitten. Yeah, thank you. It was a very nice wedding. It was... I can't believe my baby brother. My baby brother. My baby brother. See, so I finished Zone 3. Now I got all this stuff I can do. I'm just curious to see what Zone 4 looks like. I don't expect to go far in Zone 4. I just want to see what it looks like, okay? Okay? I just want to see what it looks like, okay? Wait, I have to do it on the easiest? Fine, I'll do it on adventure. It'll get harder. Fine. Adventures for weenies! Losers! Right, Mei Mei? Yeah, I saw that ear twitch. You know... It is. Okay. Yes. Alright, let's see what the... Okay. Okay. Where am I going? Wait, so that's it? Ah, there's story mission now. So that's why it was just adventure or story mode. So I need to exit this... Alright, come on, stop talking. Stop talking. Okay? I played this I want to shoot stuff, okay? I want to shoot stuff. Okay? Let's do it. I want to see what Apophis looks like, okay? So I start normally on normal, and then I go to difficult to finish it first time. And then I'm going to go back and play it on hard. I've started... Okay, let's do this. Okay. I know it's Apophis. We all know it's Apophis. I want to see what it looks like. Okay? I want to see what it looks like. I want to see what I'm going to be shooting. Okay? Come on. I have like 20 minutes before I want to get to put my laundry in the dryer and go to bed. Okay, come on. Hi. Yes. It's okay. Always, if you got any advice on how I can get better at shooting game, tell me how I can get better at shooting game. Because I want to get better at shooting game. Okay? I want to be able to kill more enemies in shooting game. So if you see me do something stupid, you say, you do stupid. Stop doing stupid. Okay? Tell me how to not be stupid. Okay, I want this one. Okay? Very creepy. Okay? They all want me to kill them, okay? We need to do this. That's how we do it. If you see suggestions, tell me. Be like, don't do this, do that, shoot this. Dock is cleared, thank you. Thing is, I have found that close range is probably the best because you're going to end up being... Wait, where? Where bodies? I don't see bodies. Where bodies? Where bodies, Habibi? I see no bodies. Where bodies? Where? Habibi, where the bodies? Habibi, where the bodies? Oh, there they are. Never mind. There are bodies. Okay. There are the bodies. Okay. That's it? You are not guarding these bodies well. I am disappointed. See? Okay. I want the cool one. With the... I don't know. The thing is, you know what? I'm not going to make the same mistake I made with Saros, okay? I am not going to make the same mistake. I'm going to wait because I was stupid. I pre-ordered Saros. I also pre-ordered Borderlands. I'll admit, I haven't really played Call of Duty because I'm always playing sci-fi shooters. Like Destiny and Halo. But maybe I need to play a Call of Duty game one of these days. Prove that I can play more than sci-fi shooters. And fantasy shooters. And space magic shooters. I don't need space magic to be good at shooting you. It just helps make your death faster. Okay? I don't need space magic. What do you think? What do you think of the new Call of Duty? I haven't even seen the trailer. I know it came out. I know everybody was talking about it. But I just don't trust trailers. That's the problem. I learned that from Destiny. Never trust a trailer. Destiny always looked cool. And then you played it. And you realized it was a mistake that you bought Lightfall. Or or Year of Prophecy. Why did I do that? because I was stupid. And I thought maybe, just maybe, what an idiot I was. I learned my lesson. On the other hand, if there is a Remnant 3, I am definitely... Oh, and then there was Slay the Spire 2, which I did not buy. Now, I didn't buy Subnautica 2 because that is just not my genre. Ooh, big robot. So I will wait for reviews. From people I know give good reviews. And see footage for myself. And make sure there's no they, them. Other than plural people. You want to know the one video game where they, them applies? That would be Chronos, A New Dawn. Because the bodies merge. They merge. So you're fighting these mounds of... The thing is, it's more of a horror game than a shooter. So that's why I haven't played much of it. Maybe I'll go back. That one has actual... Wait. Technically. Yeah, but I'll just say... Yeah, you're not gonna make it, girl. You're not gonna make it, girl. Wait. Finish your speech. Okay, gotta keep moving. Okay. Yes, well, I'll just say this, though. Definitely the monsters in Chronos A New Dawn are they thems. Because there's more than one person. It's kind of creepy. You shouldn't let them merge. That's why you set them on fire. But I kind of got bored with it. Because it's more a horror, like survival horror game than a kill everything in sight shooter game. I prefer my games to be kill everything in sight shooter and less slow try to survive with very little ammo. I like games that give you so much ammo, like basically, like you're never gonna run out. Because I want to kill everything in sight. And the lack of ammo means just, in the words of Marcus from Borderlands, ammo, without it, you're just a schmuck with a paperweight, alright? And I don't want to be a schmuck with a paperweight, okay? Okay? I am not a schmuck with a paperweight. I like ammo. So I'm going to go for the game that gives me so much ammo, which is why I don't like that ammo thing they did in Destiny 2. I don't even play it. Like, I don't even remember it. I could not look. I'm not sorry, okay? Edge of Fate was terrible. Kepler was a horrible, horrible, horrible planet, okay? And Lodi is the only appealing character, and they didn't even take full use of Lodi as a fun and interesting character. I want Lodi to go into the tower in Destiny and go, "Oh, Christmas!" And the Guardians go, "No, Lodi, this is the dawning." And he stares at them as like, "What are you talking about? Those are Christmas decorations. It's December. It's Christmas." "No, Lodi, we do not celebrate the Christmas because we're made by woke freaks who don't like anything Christian at all." And Lodi would be like, okay. And then I want him to take one look at Osiris and save 14 and go, "What?" Yes. Okay? I want him to be an actual person from that time period, okay? He's not behaving like he's from that time period. He would be like, "You are living in sin." It would actually be much better. It would mess with people. I like that better. And level 6. Why not? Yes, yes. It was a coincidence. Do not think otherwise. It was just a coincidence, okay? Just a coincidence. You know, that is an interesting thought. I mean, technically, she is more than one person. Huh. What is this? What does that do? What did I just do? Okay, I don't know what I just did, but it better be good. Because I need to kill all of them as fast as possible, okay? Alright? I mean, Yes. And a lot of death. Why did you do that? You just jinxed yourself, you idiot! Now there's gonna be giant drills trying to kill you. Of course. What the hell is wrong with you, man? You don't say stuff like that. Are you insane? It's like the corpus going, "I hope there's no warframes down there." And then, of course, there's warframes down there, you idiot. Are you trying to get yourself killed by giant drills? I have no words for you, dude. You deserve to die at the hands of a giant drill. Absolutely deserved, okay? 100% deserved. Okay? I don't know what I'm going to do. Seriously. What next? I hope there's not any supercomputers out to kill me. I hope my brain isn't a brain in a jar. Which it is. In a robot body. Which was stupid of me because I did say no spoilers, and now I just gave a spoiler. That blew my mind. I'm playing this, and all of a sudden it's like, what am I? Am I oh my? And then he's like, I'm a brain in a robot body. And I'm like, yes, you are apparently a brain. See, I told you with the stupid drill monsters. Would you listen? No, you had to bring about the drill monsters. Now we got drill monsters. I swear. Can I turn the dialogue off so he doesn't jinx me again with his stupid drill monsters? Undead zombies next. I hope there's no undead zombies out to kill me in this game. There are. There are, okay? They look like... I don't think they are. They might be just robots. How does this thing lift me in the air? Like... Just no words, man. Just no words. Okay? Is there a giant robot? Come on, you guys. Kill the giant monster from space. With AI from space. See, this is why the corpus don't mess with AI. Which, by the way, why is it that Starfleet, okay, just help me understand this, okay? Starfleet has androids, but they don't have combat robots? How does that make any sense at all? You fought the Dominion War without combat robots? They don't have to be Data level of robot. They could be just stupid level of robot. Why doesn't... seriously, the more I think about Star Trek, when I compare it to the corpus, the more disappointed I am by Star Trek. I'm going to say it. Warframe destroyed my ability to enjoy Star Trek. Why are there no combat robots in Star Trek? Dominion War. So many Starfleet officers died. No combat robots. You literally can create AI. You don't even need AI. Just make it smart enough so it can carry a phaser and shoot Dominion. But no, like for real. I'm telling you, Star Trek really destroyed. Warframe really destroyed my ability to enjoy Star Trek. The more I compare the corpus to the Federation, the more I go, but that doesn't make sense. Your medicine doesn't make sense. Your this doesn't make sense. Why don't you have armies of holograms now that you have a cadet that is a hologram? You have a chief medical officer that's a hologram. Just for real, people. You should be in a position where you can send an entire holographic landing party down to a planet. Okay? Okay? Oh, they're that's what that is. Never mind, okay. Oh my God, there are so many of them. I'm going to not make it. I'm not going to make it. Why didn't I send a hologram? Oh, right. Stupid Starfleet. They don't even have robots. Combat robots. Combat hologram, Starfleet. The corpus can sell it to you. Nah, that weapon is now mega powerful, I guess. Because it did that thing I did with the thing. What the hell? With the thing. And the thing. Oh, God, another robot monster. See? Don't. Why doesn't Starfleet have robots? Why? Somebody tell me. Why doesn't Starfleet have combat robots and combat holograms? You replaced your chief medical officer with a hologram. I'm surprised the chief medical officers of the Federation didn't unite and be like, we, the Starfleet chief medical officers, stand united. You didn't replace the chief of security with a hologram. That's a better job to replace with a hologram. There's a lot of danger being a chief of security. You could die. What are your chances of dying as a chief medical officer? Okay? I found the thing. What thing? Telling you, Warframe destroyed my ability to enjoy Star Trek. Blame it entirely on the corpus. Never compare Star Trek and Warframe. You will never look at Star Trek the same way again. I should play more like this instead of talking about gaming stuff. Just... Look, another one. Whatever thing it was. Where did you come from? What the hell? Why am I in a corner? How do I get out of here? Look at all these people. Another robot. Starfleet needs robots. Killer robots, okay? Look at that thing. Look at that. Oh, okay. I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to guess. I'm not telling you. It's a secret. The thing is a secret, okay? It's a secret. Only by a limited few who have seen the thing and have praised the thing and have located the thing. And it's all its secretness, okay? It's a thing of thingness. Okay? Glad we can make it that absolutely clear, okay? What the... Oh, no, not another jumpy one. Why do you make me do these jumpy ones? I don't like the jumpy ones. The jumpy ones are mean to me. I always fall in the jumpy ones. Don't make me do the jumpy ones. I don't want to share anything about the thing, okay? It's a secret, okay? If I tell you, then I'm going to have to do something drastic. No, do not drop me from the... What did I tell you? I don't like these. Now I'm frozen. See, look at this. I hate the ones with the climbies. Do not make me do the climb ones. Thank God, I just felt. Stop doing that. That's very, very, very rude. Okay? Do not drop me off the side. That is rude and uncivilized and very rude, okay? You don't drop people off the side, okay? It's rude. What was that? Okay? You don't do that. It's rude. It's very, very, very rude. Where's the bad guys? Oh wait, they're lower down. Okay. Oh God, I'm gonna have to go lower, aren't I? No. See, he's gone. I'm staying right here, okay? I'm not going any lower. Okay. Wait. See, that's a spider. See, that's a spider. Spider. Yeah, bad spider. Okay. And where's the last guy? See, he's lower down. The spider. See? Section cleared. Wait. Where's the orb? Well, how am I supposed to go down there? Really? How the hell am I supposed to go down there? You think? No. Okay. Thank God. Okay. Look, I just let me just appreciate the moment that I did not die. Okay? Here it is. This is the one. Your weapons fire a smart rocket every 6 seconds. Smart rocket or smart. I'm turning into Jeremy. Your weapons fire a smart rocket every 6 seconds. Smart rockets inherit the qualities of your grenade. This is awesome. Okay? All right, woman, we're going to go and rescue you, okay? Look, that's what I do. I'm going to rescue you. Okay? Because I'm a man. Well, my character, all right? Just don't read into it, okay? Because I'm a man. A tough, strong man with a robot body. Yeah. You better not say that there's going to be money in here that's going to kill us. See? Why are there women in dresses? Why are there women in dresses? Why are there women? What the hell are they? What is that? What is that? It looks like a bank. It looks like... You know what it looks like? It reminds me of Rapture. Yes. Rapture. From BioShock. Yes. Okay. Let's go. Wait. Which one do I have? Nah, this one's good. It's purple. Purple is better than blue. Okay. Ooh, another bot. Let's just get ourselves a little army of robots. Woo! Robot army. Dude, don't ask questions. Because every time you ask questions, you bring in more evil enemies to kill. And that are trying to kill us, okay? Why are there women in dresses? Why are there women in dresses and swords? Explain that to me. Habibi, why? Look at them. We've got robots and ladies in dresses. You see them. You see the ladies in the dresses. You see the ladies in the dresses? And see, look, lady in dress. Why? They have swords. They look like ghosts. They look like dead women, honestly. That they are trying to haunt the bank of something. Looks like a bank. That's how you protect your bank. You get ghosts to protect it. Okay? They can't die. Yeah. Just do it that way. Dead people. Protect your bank. Okay? Well, unless you have me with my apparently ghost killing guns. All right? Okay, so I'm at number 17. All right, I'm going to finish this. Yes, do it. Do it, do it, do it. Why aren't you doing it? I told you to do it. Come on. Steal the gold skull from the dancing ghost ladies. Do it. Look, dude, I'm telling you now. Let me steal some of the ghost skulls. The gold ghost, whatever they are, okay? Let me steal them. Let me steal them. It will be more fun that way, okay? And then I can retire and never, ever have to think about this horrible place again. Okay? This is a good idea. Just, why are we doing this to ourselves? Okay? Just steal the gold skull. They're not gonna notice one missing gold skull. Okay? One missing gold skull would be enough. Woman? How do you even know I was here? I was stealthing it, woman. Stealthing it. Do you not know what stealth is, woman? You ruined my cover. Okay, maybe technically I did. But I felt exposed by you. Okay? You exposed me by calling for me. Shut up, woman. Shut up, woman. I'm busy. You couldn't kill them. You call me here to help you. So you know what? I'm going to take... Shut up, woman. I'm the one doing the killing here. You're the one who got captured. Okay? Who's the one who got captured? Not me. It was you. So when I say you wait for me, I say you wait. If I tell you to wait a half an hour, you wait a half an hour. If I tell you to wait 2 weeks before I rescue you, you wait, what? 2 weeks. You got it? Okay? Shut up, woman. I'm going to take my time. Now, because you're going on about, we don't have much time, I'm going to take my time to loot. No. I'm going to take my time to loot everything. Okay? Where are you? You're going to take it if I feel like it. Shut up. You're a brain. You're... Okay. See? This is what you get when you're rude, woman. Hi. I don't like you, woman. Why are there women in dresses? Why are there women in dresses with robots and dress ladies and robots and what is this? Don't make sense. Yeah, I'm gonna die because of this. I am not happy. You never explain anything, woman. No, you just started ordering me around. Well, you know what? I should just die just to mess with you. Yeah, you heard me. I'm just gonna die and let you suffer. Suffer, woman. Yeah, suffer. Okay, now I'm going to bed. I just wanted to see what Apophis looked like. And now that I know what Apophis looks like, okay, I'm good. I almost beat Apophis too. Well, the main mission for Apophis. Which was not even... Ooh, what does that one do? Upgrade all of your superior items to max tier. So I upgraded everything. Very, very, very nice. Very nice. No! No, 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 no. Do not warn me. Because now the thing is going to get me. Just let's see what my trophy status looks like. Okay. Okay, okay. Read all the data logs. Activate each synergy. I haven't gotten to all the synergies yet. Okay. Have a loadout of all legendary equipment. How do I not have that? Alright, I'm going to have to focus on that. Okay. And with only your starting pistol. Are you kidding? You must be kidding. So I'll put it at the lowest difficulty, right? Invisible. Alright. Okay. All zone 1 missions. Okay. Okay. Complete every mission. Nope. See? See? I completed a mission on hardcore. The thing will get you all. On at least hard difficulty. Expert difficulty. See? Alright. What turns out? The thing? The thing. Okay. May knows. Alright.